Hi guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. So firstly, before we get into anything else, I just want to go over and talk about I literally have no wired internet in my house right now. For whatever reason, don't ask me why, but my internet last night just cut out. I now have no wired internet at all. So I'm doing this from a laptop. It's not exactly the most ideal situation, however I'm making it work. All I have to say is I do apologise if there's any quality loss. I have had a look, and I've got it to the best I can get it. So unfortunately, for the next couple of days, if there's any quality loss, you please just have to bear with me, and I will do what I can to improve it as we go. If it makes you guys feel any better, I'm actually getting. I literally can only play to do videos right now. I literally can't play otherwise, just because of. It's actually making me ill to try and play on this laptop. But anyway, so this video, people have been asking me for me to do like a team comp meta video. I don't really want to do a team comp one. So I'll talk about team comps, talk about what's good, what's bad, all that sort of stuff. I don't want to do like an S plus, S, B, A, and B sort of team comp setup, because any team comp can work. So I'm going to tell you guys what type of team comps are doing well at the moment, what type of team comps aren't, and hopefully that's enough information that you guys can go off that and figure your own team comps out and play with what you've got available. What I don't want to do is go, okay, so this, so Icicle, Curse, Fire, this, that is all the best thing right now, because I don't want every single person to go out there and go, well, sorry, mate, you can't play with this anymore because you don't play this weapon. And especially after my video the other day, re-rolling is damn hard right now. I wouldn't want anyone to have to go through that unnecessarily. So I'm going to tell you what's good, and hopefully you guys can work off that. So first things first. For me, the number one team comp right now are kite team comps. Are team comps that can just control a fight. And what do I mean by that? I mean like the Icicle Staff, the Curse, the Fire, any sort of zoning tool, any Disengage, anything that can, like I said, can crowd control and control a fight. I think right now is just really, really strong. Can't believe this guy's going to run. What's going on? Yeah, so anything that can control a fight. So, like, basically the main teams that we've been struggling against the last couple of days, Curse Skull, Icicle, Fire, like, them three are really key, because they've got the CC reduction, the CC on there, they've got the Disengage, like, you can do so much with that, it's just crazy, like, it's just impossible to do anything to that, really, with this sort of Hellgate layout, because there are so many different choke points that what can you do? You can't push a choke against that sort of team, and that's what that team is based around. So it's a little bit difficult, but like to fight against, and I think at the moment that's the sort of team that's really going to have a good time during this. Another team comp that I've seen work really well is actually, weirdly enough, and they kind of counter, like the Disengage comp kind of counters it, is like a full dive comp. So similar to what the Red Army guys play in the Carrion, the Scythe, the Clarent, the Curse, and the Mace. Basically exactly the same as the old patch. You just run straight into a team, and I mean, like, there's no hesitation. You run into a team with full force, below everything. It's kind of an all or nothing comp. Very similar to a dive comp. That's kind of the idea of it. It seems to work quite well. You can catch most teams off guard. However, any team that catches you beforehand with a Disengage comp, with something that can push you off the fight and restart the fight on their terms, I think a dive comp just dies to immediately. There's not really much you're going to be able to do. You kind of have things like the AoE pressure comps, which is, like, again, I think Fire's a good one right now. Icicle's still very strong for that sort of thing. Like, if you're running that, you probably go to a Disengage comp anyway. But you've got the Great Frost stuff right now is quite good. You can put pressure out. Clarent isn't the worst thing in the world. Dual swords obviously very strong right now. All of these are AoE, like light crossbow actually very good right now because you've got the AoE pressure. All of these things very, very strong right now, and all AoE pressure. It's in choke point fighting as always. I've said it so many times, so I'm going to keep saying it. These new Hellgates, everything is a choke point. You really are just going to be able to push people off, like put so much pressure on an entire team that unfortunately most people now running the one-handed holy stuff, you're not going to be able to deal with that much AoE pressure. So I was playing one yesterday in Yellow Zone Hellgates. Also, I tried Yellow Zone Hellgates. Really, really good. Decent fame and good practice. So definitely be trying them out if you've got nothing else to do. You don't lose anything by doing them. But yeah, so I played one yesterday. I was playing Infernal Staff. We had a light crossbow and we had a Clarent. And then we had a tank and a healer. And like we just had so much AoE presence that like the Clarent, every time he got an E off, the team just got still half healthed. I was putting Infernal on like a backliner that was forcing him to be just move out of a fight and run through his team while doing it. I was hitting like 200 plus on an Infernal Staff on the E because he was hitting so many people. It's just ridiculous. You then have like the light crossbow who was sticking his bomb on people. We actually tried Weeping Repeater yesterday as well. Also really, really fun, really strong. We just completely stopped a choke with it. Like they tried running up on a choke on us and we had the bombs on the floor. Nothing that a team could do against us. They couldn't push the choke, and when they did, one person nearly got exploded, nearly got one shot. Like it was really, really funny. I wish I'd have recorded it, to be honest. I might see if I can set it up again just to show you what I mean. But it is really fun. But yeah, so like this basically at the moment, I don't think there's any team comp really, like realistically, that is just completely bad, can't be played. You just have to think about what you're going to be fighting against. I guarantee every team at the moment is going to be either this Disengage comp, and that's like mainly range DPS. Fuzz is kind of the one that set this up, just like before he quit the game, like before this patch was even out, playing like the very, very squishy backline, but with so much CC that they couldn't get to you. Or you're going to be fighting dive comps, similar to the last patch sort of meta, where it was the Carrions, the Clarent, the Bloodletters, dual swords obviously now. And you've got to think about what can realistically beat that, what can fight that, and if you go, okay, my comp can definitely not win against that, then don't play it, obviously. But the good thing right now is, if you want to try team comps, go to the Yellow Zone Hellgates. Legitimately, we had some good fights yesterday. We fought KDS, we fought Red Army. Obviously they weren't their A teams, but still we got some good fights, practice against players that really know their classes. Definitely worth trying out. Like, you don't lose anything by doing it, and you can look at a team comp and go, okay, what were we missing? My recommendation at the moment is use what you have. Trying to reframe something up is just a nightmare. Honestly, it's so difficult right now. It's not fun at all. Like I did, like before the patch, I did my carrying cooler from T3 to T7 in 5 days. Just focusing on that, on like his gear sets and stuff. I didn't do gathering, I didn't do anything else with it. And that was really difficult. I was putting in a lot of hours. And that was before the nerfs. Like now I just wouldn't even, I haven't got the energy or strength to go and do that again. That was really difficult. And yeah, like, especially with release coming up, like just figure out what you want to play with the release. And I think that's the point I kind of want to make at the moment is, yeah, fine, we've still got a month left of beta, but focus on what you're going to be doing for release. Like, that's exactly what we're doing now as a guild. We're going, okay, we're going to make the best of a bad situation because we're not playing the ideal comp anymore. Like, we had a really strong meta comp before, and people have called me out for it. Yeah, we were kind of OP. And am I annoyed we got nerfed? No. Like, not at all. I'm annoyed that there are comps at the moment that are pretty much unbeatable. And there's certain weapons that are just way too strong. Icicle Staff being the main candidate. Just to give you an example, I played Icicle Staff yesterday, playing 3 icicle staffs, 1 plate, 2 cloth, and a team could never get to us. Literally. So again, try things out. Make use of Frost being so strong right now. Glacier Staff is really strong. We've tried that one. Icicle Staff is obviously mentally strong. Definitely be trying that one. Make use of that. However, anything can work if you play around it. I'm actually going to be doing a video soon onto how to counter the sort of known comps. That's probably going to be tomorrow's video. How to counter the Disengage sort of icicle comps, how to counter the dive comps, the melee comps, the AoE pressure comps, all that sort of thing. So stay tuned for that. That's coming tomorrow, hopefully. Maybe even today. I might stick out 2 videos today because I feel a little bit guilty of just the quality, like the gameplay quality at the moment. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and catch you later. Goodbye.